everyone, this is Johannes Gaming, welcome to my video. I am going to show you around in my Minecraft game. This is a world that I'm playing with my cousin and even a kid. So there is some weird shit, there is some cool shit, there is for everyone a bit. So let me show you around and I hope you enjoy it. So as you can see there, that's where we started, is a little small base on the mountain. And after that we hold out this mountain. And this is the biggest base now. So we have our little bees here, little waterfalls. And as you come in, you have the castle on the mountain. We have our little supermarket here. Hello Mr. Farmer, just if you need that pie. We have the pie. Then we have the boxes for everything. So the gear, everything. Some more metal because you know you have a lot of those. Then we have the second level. We have a little blacksmith here. Just some armor to see if we make it correctly. A little forge. Water to cool down the metal, of course. Then on the other side we have the alchemy. Here we brew the potions. So it's a bit more dark. The leaves give me some color, so personally like it. So, nice covers ups. I always think these look like chocolate, but it works. Here, some potion storage, and then of course we have the crafting location. Now we have one more floor, but not yet anything to see there. Just the top level view of the base. So instead of building a mountain around it, we hold out a mountain. Was a bit more work than expected, but you know, it was fun. Then a little back door to go to the top. Now we are on top of the mountain. Here we have a little Icefarm. It's not too big, but it works. So, for those who don't know, because we have buttons here, it cannot melt. That means that we have an endless supply. So every time we break something, it just refills and it can just become ice again. Here we have some snow farms. So if it rains like now, you see they fill up with water. If it would not rain and only snow, they would fill up with snow. Let's go down back. Yeah, I should fix this. So the goal under here, it's deep snow. So if you land just on top of it, you don't die. But it's a bit too close, so I want to fill it up around there as well. So you cannot miss the drop point. Then let's first go to here. So this is the first farm. So at the top we put in the logs. Then they automatically get melted in the furnace. The furnace then push them out here. They get blown up again to that. They go into the hopper and from the hopper into the chest, and then I have the charcoal. From this chest we have here the charcoal with some fillers, so this keeps the furnace going. So I just put in logs and it keeps going forever. The more logs, the more charcoal, and then it stacks up here. Then I can go with the charcoal to this side. I put stone in this one, the charcoal in here, and then let's turn it on. Oh, turned on. And then as you can see, it gets put in there, the charcoal with the fire. And this way it just gets pushed around. So all these get filled. And here they get dropped in. So if you want stone, it gets filled stone. If you want smooth stone, you have to pick them out. You put them back in on top. And so on. So now there is cobalt in there, so it will become stone. And here was a storage of all the stone that we made, but looks like we only have one chest left with smooth stone. Then for the back exit, and just to clarify, this has all been built in survival mode, so we never changed it to design mode, so it's always a creative mode. I mean, it's always been survival mode. So everything you see here is authentic. And here we have, as you can see, in the Bonemeal Farm. So this is something easy to build. You can make it as long as you want. Just be careful with it. You have farms that work on having two observers look at each other so that you create a loop. This will break farms like this. So these farms are great, but if you have a farm that you're building with two observers looking at each other, be sure to build it somewhere far away from this one, because they will break each other. So, and here you have the ladder. You can go to the top to fill in some kelp if it's broken. It gets pushed to the composters, to the hoppers, to this chest. Then here is the tree farm. So this works very easily. So you just take your tree, you take your bone meal, we place it here. Depending on the tree, you need 1 or 4 seeds. And then yoink, there you have your tree. And with the ladder you can go all the way to the top. Depending how big the tree is, the bigger you need to go. Looks like this one is a good tree. And then you jump on and you can just farm your way down. So this is one of the easiest ways I found to get wood. I create a farm that kills the leaves and then pushes the tree outside, so you can stock up a lot of logs and then harvest them all at one time. They do work, but they do also have a lot of issues with them, that you use a lot of bone meal for them to grow. The outcome is not really that high in my opinion. I feel like this way it works just as well. And if you use these, so the supreme sample, as you can see, it's just one big ass tree. It's straight down, it's easy to farm, and the longer you wait, those will all disappear, and with the water at the bottom it all gets picked up, so you can take there the new samples out, sticks out, apples out. You can use it on all trees, so the automatic tree farms don't work for all tree types. This one works for everything. You just plant it and you jump on top and you get all the logs out. So for that reason I'm a bigger fan of this one, but for everyone there are pros and cons. Everything has their pros and cons, of course, as you can see. So it drops everything in there. And as I said, we play on survival mode only, so I cannot skip the night unless I sleep. So let me take a quick nap. There we go. So then we go to the basement. So here we have some more farms. We also have the chicken farm. So as you see, they lay eggs, the eggs get picked up, and we have a dispenser shooting the eggs out, creating little eggs, little little chickens, and as you see, when they grow up, they burn, and then they get in there. So not yet picked up. Then we have a cow farm, so it's very easy. You take out some wheat, you feed the cows, they get happy. The more you feed, the more babies they make, because that's how it works in real life. The wife feeds us, and we love her. We feed the cows, they love the other cows. So, afterwards, as you see, the small babies get in, we have some big ones, and then there comes the lava. So as you can see, the dispenser pushes out the lava. It kills the big cows, not small cows, because as you can see, we have two signs there that prevent us of going lower, and it all gets picked up. Here, let's do this one first. We have our own little lava farm. So at the top we have the lava. For this farm, be sure every one of these locations needs to be one bucket of lava to create it. So after that it will drip lava. You can pick it out with, do I have a bucket? Yes. You can just pick it out with a bucket and it will refill. So as you can see, very slowly it will become full again and you will have endless lava. So nether portals will never be an issue. Lava for days. Then our little wool farm. Tons of wool. We have our little sheep here. We have the scissors at the back. So this one means if it's grass, it's good. If it's no longer grass, use what is in the dispenser. So the moment that block changes, it gets cut. It's just that simple. Then at the bottom it gets pulled in, so we have some hoppers in there picking it up. Then we have the fishing farm. So you just sit here with your fishing pole and you throw it at the banner. Everything gets dropped through the lava, so the fish die immediately and everything gets dropped into the chest. So what I like to do, especially because you get some useless things in here, it gets filled up easily, I drop it in this hole, I close it off, and then it disappears over time. Just do not fill it up with useless things. Then I have the other chests here just to drop all the things that I found. So just a quick show off how this one works. Go here, you aim at the banner, then you wait. And you can do this off. You will need an auto clicker for that, of course, but as you can see, it's just right clicking. And if you set a timer for, well, depending on your rod, it will take about 20 to 30 seconds. So the best amount of time that you could wait is 30, because otherwise you have too big of gaps between there. So easy farm. This is one that you can create very easily at the beginning of your survival game. It doesn't require that much of resources, but it gives you a lot of great stuff. There we go. And if we now look at the bottom, so as you can see, it will go through the hopper and we got a pufferfish. There we go. Now, perfect timing. We of course have the bamboo farm. This one you can make it as big as you want. It's a very easy farm, I like it. So you create some dirt, you place your bamboo in there, you make a line and then observers at the top, and they will destroy the bamboo when it goes too high. And as you can see, it creates a lot of bamboo. This is the sugarcane farm. You put bone meal in here, you turn it on, and as you can see, it farms pretty nicely. So with this farm and the Bonemeal Farm that I showed before, you should never have a shortage of sugarcane. Then this is an easy farm, pretty off. So it grows and it gets destroyed. And you have infinite melons. So normally, because you have here the only place it can grow to, it's dirt. And when it grows, there we go. And because it's dirt is less thick than, because it's because it's mud, it's less thick. The hopper below it can pick it up. It cannot do that with dirt, only with mud. So it gets picked up and put in the chest. Every time it grows, it happens. Then we have our little farm over here. And of course we need a lot of lights because we create a farm in a mountain, and yeah, it has its pros and its cons, of course. And then our little house. Again, this is my first time playing Minecraft, so my design can go better. I saw some great things out there. This is my first build, first time I've been building in Minecraft, so I'm pretty proud of it, but I'm aware it can be a lot cooler, like I see a lot of other people do. Then from the mountain we go to the next farm, because you know, I'm lazy, I don't like catching everything all day. When I need something, I create a farm for it. That's how I like to do it. So, as everyone knows in Minecraft, you need a lot of iron. So the next thing that I created was an iron farm. So it's a basic standard farm, so you have a campfire to kill all the cats. And then of course, you have the lava to kill the golems. You have the leaves around there, so the golems will not spawn there. Slabs will also prevent the golems from spawning. It happens that one of them still spawns around this. The best way to do this is make a tower 3 or 4 high and then just hit them from top. So here again, the hopper goes into the chest and you have your metal. This farm does require you to be in this area, so you will go in here and just ask for a couple of hours. So put on your PC, run in here, go to the bottom and just wait. Remember, you will have the night terrors hunting you, because if you ask for a couple of hours, they will come for you. Then, this is one, in my opinion, one of the cooler farms that I've built. So it has 2 huge nether portals. Both are, I think it was 22 and 22 wide, and 22 wide, 22 high. So what the farm does, it's very simple. It turns them on and off, and then we spawn the piglets, and the piglets get dropped into the kill chamber, and in the kill chamber they get destroyed by a Triton killer, so this way it gives the looting tree from the sword that we're holding. So here you see, there goes one. so it gets turned off and on if I turn it on. So, and with the water flow, all the piglets get pushed to the bottom. So let me turn it on and show you how it works. We first turn on these levers, then we turn this lever on, and latest we turn this lever on. Now we just aft here. Again, when you're afting, you can go now for a drink, you can go for whatever. It is night, so I guess I will... Yeah, I'll just nearby of course. As you see, they get dropped in and they get destroyed. I'm quickly gonna sleep. There you go. And if you get all the looting source here, you get way more loot. First you turn off this one, then you wait until no piglets are coming anymore. Alright, piglets. Before you can hit some. Don't have to, you can. Alright, piglets. There you go. Do we have them all now? So and if you stand here, you still get the XP. Then we turn off this one, and we turn off this one. There we go. So what happens is, we have here at the back the ordering system. So this means here we get gold nuggets. There we go, nuggets, rotten flesh, ingots, nuggets, and on this side the same. Everything else gets spit into the lava, so we don't get all the useful stuff. So having this farm, you will never have a shortage of gold again. This was a design I found from someone else. I know there were a couple of these. I really like this design. I'll be adding his channel in the comments as well, because I do give credit to him. I really love this design. It really works well. So I highly recommend you trying it. Then to the next one. Again, most of the designs that I've built are things that I've found other people doing, and you have a lot of people making the same things, and I made a bit my own thing about it. But this one, I found a lot of gold farms, but this one was the one I liked the most. I didn't see anyone else use this one, so it's a really nice design. And again, it was pretty easy to build even on survival mode. Then I use the ladders to go to the top to check if something goes wrong or to fix something. So I suggest you keep the ladders in his build clip. He removes everything. That's a bit the difficult part. Everything gets built on creative mode and then you have to rebuild it on survival mode. But as you can see, everything here is built in survival mode, so these things can be built. Then let's go to the next one. Oh, and we will go to the nether. There we go. It took me a long time before, actually my cousin told me, when you run and jump you go faster. I was not aware of that, so I never used it until that he told me. There are some of those small things, if you're new to Minecraft, you don't know, and everyone just assumes that you know, so... There we go, my next farm. So this is an interesting one. So this is a raid farm that I've built. The first time that I saw this built, I wasn't sure if I would be able to build this. So if you look at builds like this, you will not see those scaffolds to get up there. So they just build it without the elevator and the scaffolds. So again, creative mode, they expect you just to teleport there. So I got those scaffolds, I got a way up and down. So the elevator, I used actually also to get my villagers up there. So as you could see a while back, up all the way to here. I have my villager farm. Again, pretty easy farm. You have your 2 villagers, you have all your beds. You put your food in the dispenser, you give them food, they make babies. The babies go to the bottom, and you put some cards in here, and then when you push this button, it will take a villager, put them in the cart, and shoot them out. They can even become adults, so they don't have to be children. So that's why we have this route here. Yeah, that route goes to another place, but here why this hole is here is very simple. If you don't do that, they keep going on themselves and they could disappear or they could die in the bubble cone. So what I did is, here I had to give them a little push, and I could keep running behind them. And this way I was around the same time with them here. So they would shoot up, follow, and then I would push them that last little place up. So when I transported the villagers, I made this a bit higher, so they had a smoother landing. So the water would go 1 block more to this side and roll down, so they would shoot actually over here, so that I would only have to push them to the left if they were stuck, and that's why I always went behind them. So then, as you can see, we have all the villagers here, so you can easily access them. So I'm still leveling most of them, some are already maxed. And then you have to stand over here to get the loot and the XP. So with this, we have there 2 villagers to link the top to, because we have 2 villagers there, they're close enough to the bed and they're close enough to these villagers. So this way, these villagers are close enough to these beds, so they will stay happy. One issue you can have with this farm, if you forget to turn it off, the tryons will disappear. So again, if you stand here, you turn it on, the triads at the top will start killing. You can hold your looting tree and it will work on the tryons at the top. But if you don't turn this off, the tryons at the top will disappear. So this means sometimes you will have to go to the top, or it can bug out and they disappear. So you will need to build with some leaves, build to the top, go in there and fix it. Then going back to the bottom, again, in the original build that I had, there was no way to get down. I got the scaffolds here, so up I just use them like that. So with the water, they get trapped, they fall in here, then up we go down. Here we have the villages that will spawn. You have the tyrant killer here. So depending on your difficulty, the more will spawn. So for us, they don't spawn that often, but as you can see there, you can see the tyrant. So again, here we have a tyrant killer. What I've done is I left here some extra places off. Don't go too close to this corner because you will pick up the tyrant killer and maybe don't even notice it and it will no longer work. Then they will drop from there to here. As you can see, everything gets picked up, get pushed all the way down. And then I have the big sorting, just get pushed in all these boxes. So it's amazing the amount of loot you get. So highly recommend using this one. And there we go, new puppet. So these are all the farms that I have right now in my world. What I'm building next is I want to have a farm for Tyrant killers, because those Tyrants are not that easy to get. They take a lot of time, so you have to make your underwater breeding potion. You go with your looting tree sword, you kill a bunch of them, and yeah, they're still not all dead, so they don't drop at all. It's a low spawn chance, a low drop chance, so I want to make that next. I will record that build as well, so be sure to tune in for that one. Here I want to have a full farm of villagers, just to have more options to get some good villagers here. So we're gonna have a nice villager's house here. As you can see, like I said, we also have a kid playing on this server. He's also building some cool things, so he might come up on some things that we have not found yet. I'm also going to show off his bases in the future. So just to show you what he has been building and been working on. So as you can see, he used the villager farm to get some villagers down there. What is there? I do not know. I haven't seen it yet. It's pretty new that he built it, so I will check that out in the next clip. But for now, thank you all for joining me. I hope you liked this video. If you want to see something, let me know. Thank you, and see you in the next one. Goodbye.